Hey everybody, welcome. Dennis Tubbergen here. Just want to talk to you today about an article I found that really illustrates something we've been talking about for a long time, and that is the declining US dollar. I have the article here in front of me. It's from Zero Hedge actually, and it's from about a month and a half ago, published actually on January the 4th. I'll give you just a little bit from the article. Less than a day after President Trump slammed Pakistan on Twitter for failure to combat terrorism, stating, "It's not only Pakistan that we pay billions of dollars to for nothing, but also many other countries and others." And after it was revealed that the U.S. will withhold $255 million in aid, Pakistan's central bank announced it will be replacing the dollar with the yuan, which is the Chinese currency, for bilateral trade and investment in China. So essentially what's happening here, Pakistan, although it's not a significant amount of trade, they have decided that they're going to replace the US dollar with the Chinese yuan when they trade with China. Now, this is a growing trend. China now is seeing its currency gain a significant amount of favor around the world. China now has the world's largest economy when measured and adjusted for purchasing parity power. And also the Chinese yuan is now a reserve currency in the International Monetary Fund's reserve basket of currencies. Now, a bit more from the article. Pakistan has been contemplating the move since last month's formal launch of the long-term plan for the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is an agreement signed by China and Pakistan back in November, on the 21st to be exact. This China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project is actually part of China's larger project that they're calling a Belt and Road Initiative. They're building a $3,050 billion corridor which stretches from western China to Pakistan on the Arabian Sea. Now, at the time the agreement was signed, Pakistan's Minister for Planning and Development said that while Pakistani currency would be used within the country, China desired that bilateral trade, meaning trade between China and Pakistan, would take place in the Chinese currency, the yuan, rather than the US dollar. The Minister for Planning and Development said this: "We're examining the use of yuan instead of the US dollar for trade between the two countries." And he said the use of the yuan was not against the interest of Pakistan, but rather, get this, it's in Pakistan's interest to drop the dollar and use the yuan. But the timing of all this is really very interesting. This again from the article. The White House has put out some pretty strong rhetoric on Pakistan, and Trump, in fact, President Trump in a New Year's Day tweet said this: the United States has foolishly given Pakistan more than $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years, and they've given us nothing but lies and deceit, thinking of our leaders as fools. They give safe haven to the terrorists we hunt in Afghanistan with little help, no more. Now, on the same day Trump issued that tweet, the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman immediately came to the defense of Pakistan, saying this: the country has made great efforts and sacrifices for combating terrorism, and he urged the international community to fully recognize this. Now, whenever you see massive changes in currency, which we're seeing now all around the world, you see geopolitical tensions rise as well, and we're seeing that now. But here's my point to you today. You want to protect yourself. Well, we don't know exactly when this move away from the US dollar will completely intensify and have effects here on our portfolios. We know that that day is coming. I would say that that day is inevitably coming, although the arrival of that day is certainly not imminent. So again, you want to protect yourself. You want to make sure you have assets in currencies and maybe tangible assets other than the US dollar. I'm Dennis Tubbergen. I'll be back with another world economic and financial update tomorrow.